Hello, brothers and sisters, friends, family, students. I greet you from wherever you may watch me from at this moment. If today is your first time watching Seeker of Truth, kindly share this video. I have something very important to discuss with you, and this discussion is for the neophyte on spiritual journey. If you are a neophyte, which is a beginner on spiritual journey, this is an advice for you. Several times you will see people wasting their time, sleepless nights, waiting to come on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and the rest, listening to spiritual teachings, yet they don't benefit anything from spirituality. Most of these people, they already have their thoughts before going on those social media platforms. So they quickly judges the teachers who come out and give teachings. So you see that most of these people, what they normally do when you are talking, they will just quickly go to the comment section and start typing, excuse me, rubbish. Because it is always said that garbage in, garbage out. So whoever comes on comment sections and writes things as in the form of insult, this is clearly telling you this particular person does not know what in the name of the God or what is the name of the angel going on. I call you to caution, my dear neophyte, my dear beginner on spiritual journey. For I have begun this journey for over 24 years now. What I normally hear from the sages, from the masters, was that if you want to achieve the goal of spirituality, the first step one should start with is devotion. You have to devote your life totally for the master that you are following, or for the master which you are learning from. Because these masters, 99% of these pure masters are cunning to be identified. They are very tricky to be known. So when you are following your master and you have a second thought, you have your second mission before you begin to follow this master, you will know nothing. Which is why most of the disciples of Christ, they followed him. Most of them do not understand the proverbs of Yeshua HaMashiach, because most of these people, they had their own thoughts. Which is why most of the disciples of Prophet Muhammad, they didn't understand the man. Which is why there are more diversions in the religion. because each and every Sahaba has his own understanding, has his own thoughts on the same teachings, the same doctrines, the same principles which the Prophet had given to them. So to attain the higher level of consciousness, to attain the higher level of understanding, the first principle to you, beginner, who you are watching me now, is to devote your entire life totally to your grandmaster, to your guru. Little do you know that the more you have thoughts, you begin to contradict the information the master is trying to give you. Little would you know, the more you try to figure out your master, the more you get confused. Masters are beyond the carnal-minded people. So I advise you, a sensible person who you are watching me now, if you have been doing this, try to put a stop. Regardless who the person might be, whoever giving his own opinion or his own knowledge, if this information does not resonate with you, it means either it could be that the information is wrong, or your intellect, your understanding is not up to that level. So try not to judge and start giving wrong comment and start giving bad comment, because there are people out there, they are well powerful spiritually. Once you insult them, once you say negative words about them, I'm telling you, you begin to face crises, problems, damages, troubles in your life. You may not even know that what you are going through is from them, or it is through the insult that you did, or the wrong comment or bad comment that you gave, that end to that results. The second principle, the second step for you, the beginner, which is the neophyte that you are watching me now, if you want to achieve more positive results from your spiritual journey, try to delete assumptions. The more you try to assume, the more confused you become. The more you try to assume, you're assuming something that you have never had any idea about. You try to assume things that you don't even have knowledge, clue about them. So how on earth would you assume things in which you don't even have a clue, in which you don't even have a fair ideas on? The more you assume spirituality, the more confused you become. God cannot be assumed. You can't assume God. God is beyond assumption. God is beyond that. So the more you try to assume the universe, the existence, which is the source of everything, the more you get confused. So if you want to become who you are, if you want the Christ within you to activate, to awake from sleeping, my dear brother and sister, try and delete assumption in your life. Number 3, do not be judgmental of things that is happening around you. There are so many things that is happening now in your life. The universe will surely use people around you to teach you the lesson the universe want to teach you. Don't expect those lessons is going to come from animals or non-living things like stones. It's not going to be possible. The universe is using circumstances. The universe is going to use human beings like you. Speak through them to teach you what the universe or whatever the universe wanted to teach you. So when one becomes so much judgmental, he or she will always fail on their quest. Because the universe itself, spiritual journey itself, is trickish. You should know this. It is cunning. It's like you may see somebody in your dream. This person is trying to hurt you. To a carnal mind person, he or she may think it is true that this person is an enemy. But when you go to you go to the people who interpret dreams, they may tell you something else. Let me give an example. Okay, we have something called astral substances, things that you see in the physical realm. It doesn't seem to be the same in the astral realm, in the realms of dreams. It doesn't seem to be the same thing. So when you see somebody dies in dream and you see this person is dead and you are able to see the corpse, okay, but this person is dead but it's not yet buried, it simply means you are going to be rich. But in the physical realm, dead is dead, death is death. Do you understand what I'm saying? So astral substances, things that we see here, are not the same as in things in astral realms and the realms of dreams. So when the universe is trying to teach you something, the universe will most of the time will use the opposite of things that you know, because the universe wants to play a game with you. The universe wants you to be smart enough. The universe wants you, train you, teach you in a trickish way, because the universe wants you to become the master of your own. So when you become the master of your own, you'll be able to understand what is happening within you. So when one becomes so much judgmental, people will be reacting differently in front of you. People will be acting like enemies in front of you. This is how the universe programmed them to react due to your previous tendencies. The universe is trying to teach you something, so you will quickly judge them as an enemies. Meanwhile, they are not in actual truth. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story about myself. When I began this journey, I've encountered so many challenges, so many things in my life. I've encountered so much enmity from my loved ones, people that I loved so much, people that I cherished so much. So one day, my master told me, most people that you see that they are your enemies, should try and sit down and take events of your life. Ask yourself, why are they hating you? Why this hatred? What did you do to them? What did you do for them to hate you that much? Do you have anything in common with them? So I began to sit down and start taking events of my life. I started analyzing things, and I got to know those people were my masters. When I say master, the universe used them to torment me, to to make me submit to something. Do you understand? For me to be more submissive. So the universe used those that I love so much to cause me pain. And this pain, I had to pass through this pain in order to get the light, to have the wisdom. Because the universe had known that in my future life, there will be so much betrayals in my life. People will betray me. People will cause me pain. So the universe wanted to use my loved ones to train me to become master of that. So what if I didn't know that? I'll begin to see them as enemies, start judging them, start running away from them. The more I run away from them, the more hatred, the more hate I'll be attracting on my life. Because in one way or other, the universe will surely teach me what the universe wanted to teach me. So the universe will use different means to teach me that. The more you run away from your quest, I'm telling you, my dear brothers and sisters, the quest that you run from, the universe is going to multiply it 10 times. Because why or how do you expect to run away from your tendencies? You can't. Try not to play smart on the universe, neophyte. Try to understand the situation that approaches you, either good or bad. Try to know, try to communicate what the universe is trying to tell you. You can't achieve those things that I've mentioned if you are not submissive to your master. You got to submit yourself, surrender yourself, love him, take him as everything. When I say master, I don't mean any master, I mean a pure master. A master who does not have jealousy, hatred, a master who loves, who has so much love in him. Friends, brothers and sisters, family members, students, try and follow me to my part 2 of this particular version of video, because because I am going to do the part 2 of it. Try and follow me on YouTube, which is Seeker of Truth TV, the Seeker of Truth TV. Follow me on Facebook, Seeker of Truth. Follow me on TikTok at Seeker of Truth. Kindly share this video and hit the bell, okay, so that every time that we post videos, you'll be able to do what? To have a notification. May the universe guide you, protect you, bless your life abundantly. This is your brother, friend, master, Zan Oni, founder of Seeker of Truth Foundation, the founder of the school, the light of the stars. Namaste.